Hello, good evening, and welcome back to another session in our Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle Shadows over Kempten. Last session, you took on a more, let's say, average job for the Sept. More business as usual, nothing grand, routine stuff. Just visit this old Guru Elder, very old Guru Elder, in the middle of nowhere, and retrieve back an important fetish for the Sept. What wasn't routine, or, well, I guess some Guru would argue against that, was that there was a black spiral dancer hidden in plain sight, trying to infiltrate and pass himself off as someone from the Sept and get the fetish before you could. But his lie didn't last for long, and as we left it off with his mosque falling, we're ready to throw hands, so if you would please select your token and roll initiative.
Woo.
Oh, I love the fucking music. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta turn my music off so that I can hear it.
Where's the roll initiative?
Please tell me combat tracker. Yeah, it worked this time. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, where do I do that? Roll initiative.
There's on the... This is too loud. Wait, sorry. Give me a second. This is way too loud. My thoughts
I
stopped
love
for a
it.
moment. On the right side,
It was
on
like,
those...
oh my god, shit is happening! Fuck!
On those icons on the right side of your sheet, there is a button there, the 2 swords and shield, to roll for initiative.
Ah, 2 swords and shield. Cool,
And
thanks.
select your token.
I'm
Whatever.
slightly faster than him.
Do we assume? Are we assumed to be in Hamid at this point?
Yes, all of you are in
Okay.
Hamid.
I just wanted to be sure of that.
It's actually kind of better for me because... Oh, and Alex, because we soak in,
Oh, that's true.
in...
That's true. I mean, I soak in
Oh,
Krinos too, but
No, I mean, we regenerate.
oh yes.
Let's clarify
Well,
a few
again, we do that in
rules
groups,
of
too.
combat, because I think that might end up being important. Every
Really?
turn, besides soaking damage when you receive it, every turn, all of you, if you change your forms, that is... Well, I guess Klaus technically does regenerate in Hamid, so... But still, when not in your breed form, and Alexander, when not in your breed form, every turn you can roll your stamina at a difficulty of 8, try and regenerate a point of either bashing or lethal damage, whatever is worse, on your sheet. Also, damage is cumulative. When you take bashing damage, you mark the first box, but let's say you take lethal damage right after, you turn that bashing into a lethal damage and put the bashing on the box below. So it adds up. It goes adding up. With all that said, we have our initiative.
You fully know that you have to explain that again when it comes up. Yeah.
I
thank you.
know, but I'm just setting it up.
Why don't,
just...
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I can explain it in words. Let me just write it down. While
Nice.
you're
I believe I'll be alright.
Can I make like a quick conceptual idea of it?
Sure.
Imagine someone punches you in the face, and that kind of hurts, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna mark that on your sheet. Now imagine someone is gonna stab you in the liver, and, well, yeah, you're gonna mark that on the sheet. Someone stabbing you in the liver doesn't like unbreak your jaw, so they're both gonna like be there. You just gotta like note that down, like Lee said it basically.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Perfect.
That
thank
works.
you.
That's good.
That's a good
Lucky
example of
for
how
the
that
two
system
of you. Lucky for the two of you, you have extra health compared to
Yeah,
the
we're
others,
big.
thanks to your big size.
Oh wait.
So,
Lord and in charge.
our room.
Oh lord, they coming.
Now you're in your field. It's a fight. You see that the Black Spiral Dancer looking at all of you with balefire in his eyes. A green takes over the eye as the sclera starts to darken, and you can see his muscles tense as he starts shifting. Of course, that's not gonna happen until his turn, but it is yours, Jakob, and standing before the situation, what do you do? And a reminder that you are all crammed inside this tiny ass room, so you're gonna have to start considering a few possibilities to make this viable. Also, a reminder that it is the early afternoon, and despite it being a rural area with very sparse property, it's not desolate, and if you take it outside full Krynos, you could be risking the veil and exposing yourselves to humans.
Damn it.
If anyone
I was
happens
like,
to
we
pass
have
by.
another door. It's the window, but apparently not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, consider
Damn it.
your options very carefully.
Okay. So one thing that's already happening, like full stop, is that I'm gonna spend a point of rage to instantly shift into Krynos.
Good.
Because if anyone is going to occupy half the fucking room in this place, it might as well be me.
Fair enough.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I'll give you that. It's either you or me. We're both blocking half the room when we go Kranis.
Yeah, see, more than even a single person would already really crowd this room. After the two of you shift, there'll be no space left. Like, people are shifting back, standing right next to Grandma over there. In fact, you will probably, like, have your heads touching the ceiling. It's not a massive house. But you do shift, mark the rate expenditure on your sheet, and you can shift your form, and what else?
Lee, I have a question. How much rage can I spend in a turn?
Might be half your permanent rage, rounded up. So that's
Round
free
it
for
up.
you. That's free for you.
Ooh.
Because you have the most rage.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna spend 2 more rage this fine day. So I'm just gonna mark up those boxes. And can I start this off with a like nice clean swipe at this guy's throat?
Of course.
Cool. Okay.
Sky, I honestly don't know what to expect. I don't know if I overbuffed. I don't know if this guy is not really standing a chance. He's not meant to be weak. It's definitely more experienced, but I
Well,
worry.
not experienced enough not to get caught in a room with like a bunch of werewolves and a werebear, so like sucks to be him, I guess.
Well,
He can he can take you, or so he thinks.
all
in a
four of us
fight,
at the
right?
same time. Damn.
Well, that's good for
Oh,
him. because I
boy.
don't think-
Up top, Veery.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I can take a werewolf
I
In a
can
fight,
take
right?
I can take 5 of them
in a fight, right?
in a fight.
I know that for a claw swipe I have to roll Dex Brawl, but what's the difficulty since I'm aiming at the guy's neck, you know?
You You're doing the like the precise aiming sort of thing. I believe that should increase the difficulty. Let me just make sure.
I think it should, since I'm not just like throwing it at his torso or whatever. Like, I explicitly don't want this motherfucker to be able to speak.
Honestly, absolutely fair. I would say I'll just increase the difficulty by 1. And why is the music doing this to me? I don't understand. Why it just stops out of nowhere?
Oh, did I get any bonuses from everyone around me having like support or pack or whatever?
Oh, you would get one from me and one from Torsten.
Let me.
I don't know
think.
if fucking him up is a group effort. To be fair,
It's
don't.
This is that. Have
If
you ever
I
seen
would
JoJo Part
say,
5?
I will say, if
she will say.
you give anyone who works with you reason to go and hope of success. So moral support. It can be just moral support. Actually, you don't need to be actively involved because it says you inspire all around you, whether by speaking, writing, or leading by example. So yes, both supporter merits would apply.
Get him.
So Jakob would have
Get
plus
his
2
ass.
dice.
Get
Okay.
him.
Get him.
Since obviously I'm on team go big or go home, can I also spend the willpower for this?
Of course you can.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, I have by virtue of us saying it out loud, so let's roll, baby.
Fantastic.
Wow.
This is worrisome. Now roll the damage.
What a dice.
That's moderately decent. Okay, I'm gonna cross off a willpower and gonna roll
You
strength
can't.
plus
You
3.
can't use willpower for damage.
Oh no, I mean
Right,
like
crossing
for the
one
attack
off for
roll.
the. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Can we repeat that?
I spent willpower on the attack roll. I think I knew that I can't use it for damage, but I was just like reiterating. So yeah, because it
Not
didn't
for
show up
damage.
on
Not for damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That was echoing.
That was
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
just
so.
like me talking and you talking and my push to talk being a thing. Anyway, let me just do the damage.
Yeah, it's strength plus 2. Oh, well, in that case, plus 3. Because you have. Actually, you have 2 extra successes. So.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Right.
3 because of the willpower I spent on the attack. Not to damage the attack, right?
Oh yeah, true. It's because it doesn't have a way to mark the willpower. So it's 4 successes in total and 3 extra for the damage roll. That is pretty nice.
Yeah, yes, I have.
Well, we're off to a good start.
Hey. Pretty good.
Just realized something that I will need to check. Wait. This is interesting. Because I just realized something, and if it goes that way, it's going to be interesting.
Roro.
Oh. So he can't soak because he's still in Hamid.
Oh.
Get his ass.
Oh.
Get his ass.
We need to get his ass fast.
Well, you have a good
Lay on
chance.
top of
Well, you still technically have 2 actions since you spent rage.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to happen during his turn on initiative, or is that going to happen after everybody's gone?
No, now.
Okay. I didn't know how you did action economy in your games.
Am I accidentally 1v1ing this guy?
Get
He
him!
might be.
Fuck him up!
Get
That
his
would be
ass.
incredible.
I mean, it would
I
be
also
very
get to go
Arun of
before
you.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're forgetting it. Well, that could fail.
Your last action should be hold him down so I can punch him.
Well, you
Yes.
have 2 more actions, so...
I only have one more action since I spent 1 rage on... Wait. Oh shit, I do
You
have
spent
2 more actions.
you
Holy
spent
shit.
2. You spent all 3 that you could in a turn. You spent 1 to transform, and you have 2 extra actions. So
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Well, isn't that exciting?
Like we
okay.
said, get his ass.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna swipe at his neck again. This time, not using a willpower because I want to see what fate has in store for me. I guess. I like
Go on.
living dangerously.
okay, you got 2 extra successes on your damage roll. Are you finishing this guy in 1 turn?
I mean, I just might. Wait. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's see. I'll say that was my B. I forgot to do the thingamabob. Oh well.
Jesus fuck.
He's the Aurum. So, something interesting happens.
Apologies.
Jakob shifts quickly, furiously, into his Krynos mode and just slashes out, slashing against the man, blood splattering everywhere. Guy's just stumbling backwards, choking his own blood, and he hits the ground, and for a second, it seems like it's over. But we'll see. We'll see. Wow. You see rage building up in him. You see a shift in his eyes. You see his body tries and tries to expand. But a spark dies and he collapses, still in his human form. He's bleeding out quickly. He is choking on his blood. He's not dead, but you could just finish him off.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
He's the Aurum.
Well,
I mean, granted, I wasn't fighting a werewolf. I was fighting some guy, which I'm pretty good at fighting. Anyway, you know, back to my original question. Can I remove this guy's head and
Yes.
bring it back to the set?
yeah.
In that case, with my last rage action, I just, like, bite into his head and tear it off from his torso. Thank you very much. There wasn't that much left remaining to help, to hinder me from that, I believe, so, you know.
No, not really.
Damn. No information from him, I guess.
Lord. Yeah.
See. Does Klaus say that out loud? Think about it. Does Klaus say it out loud?
I think that Klaus probably would say, not necessarily like say that, but seeing at least try and stop Jakob from just fully just killing him. Like, at least say something like, wait! or something. Regardless, whether or not Jakob listens, it's a different story. But
I think Jakob would hear you. Listening is a tall order.
Can I also
Perhaps-
throw out that Alex would be involved in not wanting just instant death?
perhaps
I will say,
Perhaps
especially
opposed
since
manipulation?
it's a rage action because he was just fighting and he spent a lot of rage.
Hmm,
I would say the only hope of stopping Jakob from killing off these guys, one of you quickly try to stop in, and it's going to be an opposed roll, and whoever wins the roll, well,
I think, yeah, I think that Klaus is going to throw themselves into the path of the jaw, like fully arm in mouth. That's Klaus's opposed roll.
so Jakob roll in dexterity, and Klaus athletics and dexterity. Well, it would be same number regardless.
Am I aware that Klaus is throwing itself in the way of my hungry fangs? Or am I just going off raw rage automatism, so to speak?
Not literally into your fangs. Maybe you're vaguely aware that Klaus is throwing itself towards you.
I'm
Fair,
just
yeah.
gonna willpower.
But yeah, you're basically like, this is to see if Klaus can pull you away before you snap his neck off. This guy's neck off.
Totally fair.
Is it
So-
plausible for me to give support to Klaus in this situation?
Like I said, it's a very, tight space. Even if they kind of pushed each other out. And he is massive and in Krynos right now, so...
That's true.
To be clear, this is very much
No, go ahead.
this is very much a you know how if you if you have a dog that's trying to eat something you really don't want it to do, and you put your hand in their mouth or something like that. It's just it's I think Klaus also understands that once the instinct to bite is there, at least from their perspective, the bite's going to happen. So they are putting themselves, putting an arm or a bicep or whatever into Jakob's mouth to just...
You do realize that if
that from.
he wins the roll, that will deal aggravated damage.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Alright. You can both roll.
I'm spinning a willpower.
I'm scared. Oh, accidentally. What the fuck?
So 5 successes versus 5 successes?
Huh. I will say... roll one less d10, each of you, and we'll see what happens. And there goes the tie. Just to make this more interesting, this is not by the rules, I just want to give both sides a new chance.
1d10?
1d10.
Got 5.
Yeah!
Good for your arm. You do that, you just interject to put you put your arm there, kind of rears him back, and that's enough to kind of it hurts a bit, but you're still in a different form and regenerating. You take it, perhaps something in Jakob also recognize Spec Maiden held his full strength back.
Sort of growling under its breath at the small bite at least. Klaus is going to step forward and put its hands on like the sides of Jakob's head, at least as far as that it can reach up there. Because Jakob is like how tall right now?
Very.
Very tall.
Very.
Like he was. Sorry, do New Zealand people use freedom units or like actual meters?
Both.
Okay. I asked this just so I can distract you from questioning whether or not I know this answer because I don't. So he's like 2 meters or something like as a homid. As a Krynos, he's like triple that. I want to say.
Around though.
Like, Lee, am I like in the good ballpark of that?
Yeah.
6 meters tall.
I mean, he is kind of having to crouch down a bit, like not crouch but hunch.
Oh,
Yeah. Jesus fuck. Okay. Well then, because I would say that because you're 6 meters tall, you're definitely gonna have to like crunch yourself up. So
I mean,
yeah,
I was
probably
gonna like swoop
beefing
down
up-
to bite this guy's neck, so you know.
yeah. Put both hands on the sides of Jakob's face and sort of a very brief locking of eyes with each other, and then pulling him down, pulling him and like pressing their foreheads together, and says, "Hold it. Bury it. We can talk to him. We can get information from him. But keep the rage. Keep it down."
As like that happens, there's like this low rumbling growl from Jakob's throat, like let me see if I can do something like. But like, as that happens, looks like. Are you completely covering his like visual field? Just like, I don't know, or better
Probably
said, can't you see the guy from behind you?
Definitely trying to keep between those two.
Okay, fair. For what it's worth, he will slowly start shifting back into, let's say, Globro, as this, like, exchange happens.
Not to rush you all, but as this exchange happens, this guy is still bleeding to his death. You need to act now or he will still die.
Do you want me to throw a Mother's Touch at him?
I probably at this moment, Klaus is just like, as everything is happening, Klaus like looks at Alex and is like, "Help him."
Okay. Then he does, and he'll...
Romana is on Torsten's shoulder, and as Alex is moving towards the body, says, why would you just finish this guy off? He's one of those stinky wolves.
My browser is having a time right now, so give me a moment. Even so, we need to know what the worm is doing.
He's not gonna tell us. He'd rather kill himself first. This guy's insane.
We can learn what we need to from what he doesn't. And I think at the same time that Alex is doing a Mother's Touch on him, he's going to activate the Truth Earring.
You need to either make 2 rolls or spend a gnosis for the Truth Earring.
Spending a dose is
Tyrell's,
on
I
the
mean,
truth hearing.
yeah. So just the Mother's Touch roll.
Hell. There it is. Can I do it intentionally so that no matter how many successes I get, I only heal 1 point of damage?
If
Is that
you
allowed?
do, he's still going to be in a fucking coma. So, like, you're not getting those
Damn it,
answers.
that's fine.
If you
Okay.
want to get answers now, like, he's not going to be out for
I
a
want
day.
him to be just... I just want him to be barely conscious.
You will need a lot of successes for that. You're healing all aggravated damage. Let me clarify.
Hey, it's okay because that'll just give us time.
It will not. Let me make it very clear. Anyone else finds this guy, they are not gonna give him any mercy. If you want
That's
answers
true.
out of him, you will need to wake him up and deal with that, because trying to bring him back as a prisoner to the Sept will not yield the result you want.
Alright. Fair enough.
Especially speaking of the Ghetto Fenris, they will shut this guy down.
True. Alright, well...
Of course, you can try and convince them, but it won't be easy.
Should I willpower it then?
Up to you.
I think I will. I may as well. Why not? Okay. And this is definitely emergency aid, right? 100%.
What exactly?
As far as my specialty?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, I need to select a difficulty.
Sorry?
Difficulty of the wounded individual's raid.
Let me check. Pretty sure his rage is 4. Yeah.
I believe that's what you rolled.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
7 successes. 8 successes with the willpower.
That is really what you needed. I'm impressed with how today's going. I am shocked.
What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you?
This is... going to be fun.
That said, he is at the same time restraining him. Or at least attempting to, like, prevent movement in some way.
Well, then I'm gonna request a grapple roll.
Alright. I
Just
don't have
brawl.
that in my sheet. Brawl. Oh,
Let me...
brawl in
Strength.
strength?
Difficulty 6.
Even for an unconscious person? An almost dead person?
He's gonna wake the fuck up.
That's true. Well, this is where we're gonna fail. Wait.
What?
1. I'm in Hamid.
Roro Raggy.
Well,
Roro Raggy.
Why do all of my plans fail?
well. What happens is very interesting. Alexander just weighs himself over the guy, does his best to put all of his weight onto him, and just with your hands over his neck, you see some of the blood start flowing back, the wounds and bruising closing, gasp of air, and his throat clearing from all the blood. His eyes flutter for a second, colors returning to his face, to his skin. And he's still a bit disoriented. He's coming back to his senses. You basically heal him up to perfect shape.
God damn it. Ah!
I mean, you
Why I
still
asked
have...
specifically, like, how do I do it where he's just barely conscious?
Well, I guess you kind of can't.
That's true.
I mean, you would have
I guess it's
maybe
kind of all or nothing.
start him to mauled or wounded. But you
let
really
me put it
put
this
yourself.
What did I restore him to? What did he end up at?
You had 8 successes.
I know.
What do you think?
What does that get him to? Is he just fully, like, completely fine?
You heal all
God
of his
damn it.
health boxes. You had 8
No!
successes.
Well, okay, wait. Is there no way for him to restore?
Is there no
him to,
way for me to, like,
his mold?
inverse like the sparing blow of just like barely heal?
Well, you did use willpower, though. You were really putting yourself up to it. Can you say you were holding back?
Can I?
I mean, that was your
I think
intention,
so.
wasn't it?
That was my intention.
Yeah, you just said like, hey, but if you wanna do that, you gotta roll real well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You
because
said
the
you-
guy was in coma.
Ten-
No,
ten-
when I
10
said
for
real well,
instance.
when I said real well, I meant like you will need at least like 3 or 4 successes to heal him to a point where he is awake. I didn't say like if you get a lot of them. Like I meant like you will need a lot for him to wake up. I didn't expect a wake up.
You didn't expect 8 from the build that I made specifically to heal?
That may have been
You know,
poor judgment on my end, correct, but still. But you are healing a Black
with my
Spiral
specialty,
Dancer.
with my willpower? Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
the
will
healer did
int-
heal. That definitely did happen.
He's still waking up. He's disoriented. He's trying to say something. He's not gonna fully snap back to his feet. You still have like a moment to act accordingly and try to.
Somebody help. Please.
Can I say one thing? Like, as my little action? Just one little thing, and then other people can do stuff?
I mean, that's not even an action. You guys can talk.
Yeah. I say, rip his arms off.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I be? How do you want to do that?
Does Torsten has anything to say about this whole situation? Does Torsten has any opinions on this?
Why
insanity?
would I? Honestly, why
Just-
would I?
Are you just gonna let them kill him back to health and rip his arms off?
What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me in this situation?
I don't know.
You have autonomy.
Well, yeah, I had autonomy when you fucking murdered a boar for no reason. This is the same
That's true.
fucking situation. If
Alright,
you want to be
alright.
murderous fuckers,
Listen, this is the life. I'm sorry to tell you.
What do
I
you mean?
mean,
What did
I'm
you
gonna
say
shut up
then?
for a bit.
I said this is the life. I'm sorry to tell you.
Alright, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
want
in
to
that
remove
case,
your
have fun.
autonomy. That was just like a incapacitate him basically.
Oh no, I mean yes, but
Defang him.
so what exactly is happening? You still have time to try to immobilize him in some other way. Attack him might give him time to snap into it, like, and use his rage reactively. So think
Yeah.
carefully how you're going to deal with this.
That's what I would be worried about.
I will say if you spend another point of willpower, Alex, I will allow you to choose how many successes you're going to use.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Whatever gets him to mauled.
Then only 3.
Cool. Just the successes over that canceling each other out so that I don't heal him too much.
I'm imagining like you healing him and you're like, wait, no, too much.
No, not that much, not that much. It's just blood comes back burning out of his neck.
Okay. Still going to take a minute or two to properly wake up. He's coming back to his senses. He's starting to breathe again. So you have time to tie him up or anything. He's still going to be pretty messed up.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It'll at least make him think twice before immediately jumping to try and attack again.
You should have thought twice before you did that in the first place. But,
Well, he
alright.
was overconfident. He actually thought he could take you all.
In a fight, right?
That or there's something else going on.
No fight, right?
Wow.
The more times
So-
we get to make that joke, the better.
I mean, we gotta milk it for all it's worth, if you know what I mean.
Though I will say, since this whole thing unfolded, and you, well, you're already incapacitated this guy, brought him back, stabilized him, let's say. I'll say we take an early break tonight.
Alright.
We take 10, and we'll see how this unfolds after. So we'll take 10, and we'll be right back. We are back. So let's roll back and reframe the scene a little bit. After a surprisingly fast showdown and ensuing chaos, you end up with the Black Spiral Dancer back in his breed form, still some scarring and bruising over his throat, still slowly coming to his senses, coughing. Looking at you with spy, but also a bit of a sneer. He's all tied up, there's silver tape as well on top of the rope, he's tied to a chair, he barely has any strength to break
I'm
free
back.
from that. Though he could build back up to that. Especially if he even tries to change. But for now, he's contained. The four of you surround this guy. Romana is on Torsten's shoulders still. So how do you deal with this guy?
Can Peppy talk to Romana real quick?
Of course.
I think he's still in Glabro form because he doesn't trust like that.
Fair.
And he just like walks up to Torsten and just like leans into Romana, who is, I presume, is still in like bird form.
Yeah.
No, that's a full human sitting on my shoulder.
I mean,
Do you think?
given your size, you
She's
are
piggybacking?
massive, and she is tiny. She could sit on your arm in Hamid. She could sit on your shoulder. She would fit.
Be that as it may, yeah, Peppy's just gonna like lean back and say something like, "Tell the girl to go for a walk for, I don't know, an hour."
The girl is already picking up a bucket and cloth to clean the blood off the floor. I won't say she's
is that like-
unfazed. She's clearly shocked and kind of shaky, but she is kind of like snapping into routine, making sure grandma's okay.
Is that something the bird says or just something we see?
No, you can see that.
Okay, yeah, nah, legit. I stand by my point.
Sure. If she'll even listen to me. She does
Peppy
fly
kinda
over
shrugs,
to Veronica's shoulder. Tries to give her a pep talk. Though, as it goes, it doesn't seem like Veronica's walking away. She is sweeping the blood off the floor. Anyhow, the guy still in front of you. He's more aware now. And he's just staring, glaring at each of you. Seems oddly resolute for someone in his situation.
Well, you guys wanted to ask him something.
Fuck. I think Klaus is going to step forward and look, like, really just stare into his eyes, and like sniff him, and I think Klaus. So here's the thing. One of the main ways that, like, dogs and wolves will, like, one of the main ways that they will like know what the other has been doing is by smelling their breath to, like, see what they've been eating and that kind of thing.
Right.
And I think Klaus wants to do that to kind of get an idea, maybe, like, try to figure out where he's been, like his movements and that kind of thing.
From his breath or his smell overall?
Specifically his breath, like what he's been eating. Has he been eating takeout? Has he been eating
I won't
deer in the
even
forest? That kind of
ask for you to roll regardless of form, but also kind of impeded by form. First of all, this guy smells foul now that he is no longer suppressing the worm taint and his true nature is showing. But it's different than just natural body odor. It's not just a physical uncleanness. There, in fact, well, blood aside, which is he's now covered in, he seems to be very well kept and clean. Probably part of his infiltrator job. But there's just something wrong about his smell. The worm taint that corrupts him so deeply just makes it smell wrong. It's rotten, it's vile, it's aggressive. And any distinctions in his breath, it's like local foods, definitely meat. Maybe deer, maybe ram, maybe ham, actually. But the problem is that won't tell you much. That's what people all eat around this region. There is nothing about his breath that, like, pinpoints a place.
That does tell us something, at least, that he is not, like, running around in the woods eating, like, raw deer.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, that is not what I said. I said the animals are common all over, regardless.
Damn it.
That is what I mean. He could be in the woods, he could be in the city, in town, and he could be in both.
Damn it.
Well, there goes my idea.
And also, the bar in Kempten, the Werewolf Inn, is within the town, and they do serve raw meat as well. So,
That is fair. Well, I would assume. Have I seen this person in the bar before? Since I spent most of my time there.
why don't you roll streetwise and intelligence?
Fuck. Yeah, okay.
I tried, but it was like, no, it's not.
Normal difficulty?
6.
Nice. I'm gonna streetwise, that will be fine. Well, 1.
Well, one's enough. You're pretty sure you haven't seen him around Kempten.
Okay. That is good information to have.
Like, you know for a fact you haven't seen this person, which might look like not information, but it's actually revealing.
It's very helpful.
Oh, question.
Just
Real, real fast. Did we pat him down as we tied him up? Like, did we like
exactly
strip him of
exactly
any
what I
items?
also wanted to ask right now, if we could search him for anything that he has on his body.
Absolutely. He has some pocket chain. And a knife.
Change?
Some pocket change, yeah, some money.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, chain.
I also understood chain, and I was like, why
I
does he
also
have a
heard
pocket chain?
Maybe cut off
He's just
the
like
very
that.
end. I mean, he's a black spirit dancer, he is like that. And a pocket knife that seems to be more there for like threats than anything. He has a pocket mirror, you assume specially to be able to step sideways. I remember you can step sideways without one, but it does make it easier. Also a comb for his hair. Other than that, nothing else on his person.
I would. Sorry. I would just take these things onto me and put them on my backpack.
That's fine.
Mine now.
Yeah, it's mine now.
Might want to run a purification right on those. They've been on his body for too long. They kind of stink.
I'll ask Alex about that.
This will
does
be
anyone
interesting.
know?
Look at you all. Lost. You don't even know where to start.
Oh yeah, and you seem like a real experienced type. Done a great job at whatever the fuck you tried, right?
You're more naive than you think, boy. Oh, I'll concede I lost, alright. Maybe you're that good, maybe it was just beginner's luck. I did lose. I'm pretty much dead. But that doesn't mean we lose. By all means, do whatever the fuck. I've seen your worst, it's pretty cute.
I mean, if you're so secure about your stuff, do you want to tell us more about those the specific ones around you?
Like I need to.
Well, like, where are you hiding? How can we find you? What are your plans? What are your numbers? Some fun facts.
And you know what's most fun? Is that I'm
Tell me.
going to push you to the limit and I'm gonna make you torture me and I'm gonna make you be cruel about it. Because you're the one who's gonna have to sleep on that. Puppy. Cause I ain't telling you all shit. Oh, please do make me work for my money.
How do you wish to die?
He just smirks at you.
Does anyone else want to speak before I keep going, by the way?
I'm curious you're taking this, but that's just like my piece.
Remind me really fast what he said the name of the sept. The sister sept is?
He didn't. There isn't
didn't.
one.
There isn't one?
It's not a
No.
formal, it's an informal sept yet. Like, that is not, like, technically new information. I clarified that you guys have heard
Yeah.
about the smaller sept in the cairn before, like.
Okay.
I wrote it. I
Do
wrote
we
it
know what
down
it's
as
called?
I wrote it down as the sept by Wolfach.
Yeah, it's a sept close to Wolfach.
It
It's
is.
kind of informal yet. It's not. It's barely a sept.
Lee cannot be a shit about it. I really liked how you pronounced that. That sounded nice.
I am going to murder you.
Mwah.
Wolfach?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
No, you actually
that-
did
is
a
that-
good job. I love that
that
you all
correct?
choke on it. Wolfach.
Wolfach.
Wuff.
Okay.
Wolfach. Wolfach.
Wolf.
Just
So-
bark.
so
Just
bark.
bark
This
its
cairn
name.
name, Wolf,
Just
That's all I'm
bark its
hearing.
name. It is official. It is now the Sept of Bark. I
Nice.
don't care.
Bark.
Tree bark or
It could,
Yes.
You know what? Yes, because then that's my excuse.
it's
It's a Kagi sept.
yeah.
It's definitely not.
Oh. Anyway.
But yeah, Alex, did you want to say? Do you want to do anything?
Yes. The sept by Wolf. You have been there or no?
He just smiles at you.
Alright, I got nothing. That doesn't give me anything on the earring at all.
He didn't say
I
anything.
assume not, yeah. Fucker.
That is the like. I wanna punch this motherfucker, but I don't even think that that's gonna do anything.
I mean, he
So I
wants
would-
you to punch him. He made that
That is
very
the-
clear.
That is the thing. So I'll just say, Klaus, do whatever you want because I think it's violence.
See, the
Yeah, well,
problem
I-
is
I have
you're
an
trying to
idea.
interrogate a black spiral dancer. Have you seen a black spiral dancer pit? This man is insane. Like,
You know I haven't.
literally, by the medical
Okay.
definition, this man is insane.
Blag, were you gonna say something?
I have kind of like an idea. Like, Pep, is Klaus like right in front of this guy, so to speak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he's just gonna like step a bit closer, kind of like literally do a Slav squat because like he's tall as fuck. He needs to be a bit on some sort of eye level with this guy, and he's gonna start like picking his teeth with his like longer glabro nails.
So you're
Asking-
trying to intimidate him.
Oh no, he's just not like doing it intimidatingly. He's just like doing it as a. I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm trying to be gross. But what I'm actually trying is to ask. So you had fun so far, buddy?
Oh, no, nearly enough.
Okay, gross is the wrong word. Crass.
You mix gross and crass?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
They're both good
It's
ones.
kind of both at the same time, you know.
I mean, you're not grosser than this creature, this thing.
True. Anyway,
Think-
sorry. I did. Oh, I heard you respond, Lee. I would like to hear that before I let the more I go on.
What? What? What do you mean?
Your
I heard
response
you
was kind of
say
drowned out,
something-
yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say if he had enough fun? I think he said something like,
Not
yes,
nearly
basically,
enough. Not nearly enough.
not nearly enough. That's fun.
It's also being crass. Anyway, Klaus?
Looking at Torsten, and you know how like I say have you killed before, Torsten?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Killed a man?
Yes. Kinda. Probably.
Do you
Why?
wish to? Well, to train the cubs, train the young wolves. We give them things. Mice, rabbits. Why don't you kill this mouse?
There's one thing I kind of want to try. Of my funny abilities that I have, and I don't think it will get us anywhere. I don't think I can make this man. I don't think I can make this man forget his grievances about us enough to have an actual conversation with us.
What are you trying to do exactly?
I have a thing called infectious laughter. I can make another werewolf forget that he is upset at something.
But it's kind of more like about he's not upset though. Like it's more about calming down rage.
Yeah, that is what I assumed. That's why I wanted to at least mention it. Well, yeah, in a fucking case. Sure. Am I? I think that's a conversation for later when someone else isn't listening. Well, I'm very curious.
Huh?
I don't know if you've killed before, Alexander. Or Jakob, to be fair.
Yeah.
For a second there, he did.
Well, to
That's
be fair,
true.
Jakob, we've watched Jakob be the murderous motherfucker. Well, in that case, I would. You know what? For that, I actually kind of want to switch into Lupus then.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yes.
If this is wolf pup behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I just love that.
Like kind of caught my head to the side, look at Klaus, like kind of lick over my teeth, and then through the packling, like.
As you're shifting
what do I do?
forms, you all see the Romana still talking to the girl, and this now she goes into her. She goes to the back.
Huh.
She's getting the vibe.
Yeah, Klaus, like through the pack link, says, "This throat breaks the neck," and makes it and like shakes its head.
Werther rolls his eyes.
I will do exactly as Klaus, my adoptive mother, has told me, and go for basically he's like tied a duct tape to a chair now.
Quite literally go for the throat, I guess.
Yeah, just jump on the throat, basically like tear him down with the chair and just start shaking him violently.
Well, given this is not combat and he's basically useless right now, I'm not gonna increase the difficulty, but I would still tell you to roll brawl and dexterity.
Oh, that is brawl and not melee, yeah, because I'm not using a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a die.
Yeah, that is the thing. Maybe this will make me able to spend brawl, like experience to increase brawl. Oh, okay, yeah. No.
Well,
I'm bad at killing.
no.
It's just like just standing around in a circle watching Torsten like
I will
continually try and maul this guy.
I will say you knock him down and you're just snapping at him and growling all over his face, drooling all over his face, giving a few nips. You haven't caught to his throat properly to do damage, but you're giving like nips and acting like a rabid animal on top of him. That ought to call for something. You didn't hurt him physically. But this might be... Well, this at least caught him by surprise.
Maybe, I don't think it will be enough to ask a question that he'll actually answer. He doesn't seem that.
No.
He doesn't seem intimidated by my idiocy.
You can try. I would let you try.
What is the important question? What is like one thing we actually want to know from this guy that he might actually tell us?
Like, where has he been?
If he has
You
any
could also
allies.
just like think, what would give us a lead? Like, Whether or not he answers is like up to him, I guess. But we gotta build up of something if we wanted to make this like an interview thing.
Interview? You mean an interrogation? But I love an interview.
You're trying to hire him.
Yeah. As a corpse.
Hello, we would like to hire you into the not dead society. What is your resume?
This is your
It
last
seems
chance
to be
to
Not
lacking.
doing well so far.
I mean, if
We're
you
doing
don't have
great.
any questions, you can just finish him off. Although he will have one single action that may or may not work in his favor. I doubt so. The Witcher fails at that point, you could just kill him without issue.
No matter what I do, he technically gets his action, right? Right?
Well, yes, but depending on what you ask, and if you manage to succeed in that, because it would be an opposite roll.
I think you know what? Just because that is the thing that interests Torsten the most, and it's also kind of where Morak was going. He would growl at him like, "Where have you been hiding?"
I like that. And I'll have you roll your intimidation plus. I think.
I'm really bad at this, my friends. Just so have you know.
Let me fucking think.
That's why.
give him
That's why you're
supporters.
training. You're a
Give
little
him a
baby,
supporter.
baby right now, and you grow to be a big, strong boy.
This is not subterfuge. That's good for me.
Yeah, thankfully no subterfuge involved. No, this is intimidation, which is a miracle that you have. I will let it be strength, because you are overpowering him.
I will take that. Thank you very much. You
he
have
gets-
so
And technically you also
Does he
get
get supporter?
supporter from Alex. So you have a
Yay.
+1. I mean, you could spend willpower as well. It is a contested roll.
I will spend willpower for that one bonus success. Let's go! Come on! Oh wait!
Nice!
No!
Why is my life so difficult?
You have one
Interesting.
success.
I want success with willpower. To be fair,
Yeah, he got 3.
that is okay.
Oof.
I'm not scary. I'm a cutie.
It's okay.
I
Be
forgot that I
cool,
built
dude.
a baby.
Let's see if you will be able to, I almost forgot to add this.
Now I want to see what his action is. Not that he doesn't care anymore. Fight me.
Ah.
Make me work
Uh-huh.
for it.
And bite at each other's mouths.
Yeah, I would say, he got 1 success to try and cut himself loose from this chair. I don't
With
think
what?
it's enough. I mean, he's just trying to use his raw strength, and honestly, I don't think it's enough with you on top of him and like duct tape and things, and he's still like wounded. No, he's not breaking free.
Well,
Torsten, you feel free to describe how you end this insufferable life. He starts laughing at you. I would say that he musters all of his strength left. He starts laughing at you. And it's earnest.
I will in the sense of narrative, in the beautiful world of narrative, I would say that the first time Torsten was going for the throat, he was still holding back in a way. When Klaus asked him, "Have you killed before?" He did. He didn't do it like voluntarily. He was not totally conscious during that, and it is still a very much a big step for him. I do like that with the encouragement of Klaus and him just laughing like a maniac. Like the weird ragamuffin kind of motherfucker he is, he joins into the very genuine laughter about the absurdity of this situation for a person who was a month ago just a person. And just makes the laughter go quiet by filling his own mouth and stopping the throat of this monster from working.
There is a crunch. There are a few gurgles. And then it ends. Now more blood pouring onto the floor. This poor kinfolk girl.
Oh.
He's dead. This time for good. One is perched on one of the furniture. She flies in a bit closer. I told you, should have just beheaded this guy. These things are insane.
Just for me, I know I'm kind of in the spotlight here for a bit. But just for me, because I don't know how different that will be. How does his blood taste?
I
unhuman?
love you for asking this question.
This is the
I
greatest
adore
question you could have
you.
asked.
I am so fucking happy. The blood sips into your mouth. It washes over your tongue. For a moment, it's with all that rush, that adrenaline, the sparkle of rage burning inside you. First, how you feel is that coppery taste, that typical taste, but then it almost stings on your tongue. It's for a brief second, it doesn't linger, but it's that spike in spiciness, almost as if you had licked wasabi. It takes over your mouth for a second. It's just vile. It's acidic. And an aftertaste lingers, like burnt garlic. And carrion. You almost can picture it, meat that has gone spoiled, covered in maggots. Something in your stomach just doesn't sit right, and you can almost see the poisoned rivers, the scorched forests. Just that taste alone, it's like the world around you is rotting. It makes you reach instinctively, it makes you want to just start spitting it out. It's a foul taste. Definitely the worst you've ever felt. But there is a bittersweet sense that comes with it, knowing how you got that taste in your mouth.
Yeah. Torsten reels back from the body and just maybe knocks something over on the way of basically throwing himself away from the body. He just lays there for a moment while Romana talks about how we should have murdered this guy from the beginning.
Klaus is going to go over and sort of shift into Lupus and speak to him and say, "You did well."
Yeah. It feels like it. I don't know if I like that. Thank you. Does it always taste this putrid?
No.
I think you were the
Don't
first
worry.
one of the pack to ever taste a Black Spiral Dancer.
Yeah. There's many things taste right, better. Don't worry about his laughter. All mice scream before they die.
I Yeah. The left is not what I was worried about. I think I'd left too. Yeah, next time make me kill something that tastes better, yeah? Good.
Will do. We should go hunting after this.
We should. So, yeah. I should help clean up. How I need. He looks over to like Alexander and Peppy to gauge their kind of reaction to the situation that just conspired.
Van, you want to go first or should I?
I'll go. Alex
Alright.
is definitely giving a lot of it's like an equal mix of pride and empathy, of like, you just did something that's really, really hard, and I'm proud of you for it. And I know that the growing pain of what you just did is not fun, but still proud of you for having done it at all.
That is fascinating to Thorsten. Also, kind of deeply surprising that Alexander would show pride for that.
I mean, we did discuss it at length
Yeah, and it.
at one point, so he's kind of like, hey, it's finally happening.
Yeah. This interpersonal stuff, and I don't know how relevant it is for the stream, but I just think that Thorsten was still very much holding on to a very different image of Alexander.
Interesting.
That is like even after having a talk about like, oh, our role in all of this is exactly what we just did, basically.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Peppy? Do you have input?
I think his first reaction would be just like, after Thorsten described the taste, he just like sniff at his own claws because like, I didn't even know what this guy tasted like, and just like sniffs it, just like does that disgusted face like. Ugh. I'm getting like a specific image in mind of like this one kitten picture, but
Yeah.
I don't need that. You know it. Like
I think I know
banana
exactly.
or some shit.
Yes, cat no like banana. Absolutely.
I am a master of descriptive imagery, I swear to Christ. Anyway.
I found it.
Oh my-
Yep.
if Thorsten would probably just for his own measure and his own conscience, I think is the word, kind of walk over to Peppy and do the kind of the wolf thing of groveling in front of him. And through the pack link say, thank you, and I am sorry for stealing your kill.
Peppy's just going to like take like a moment to recover from like probably the nastiest shit he ever had the displeasure to smell, and this is something considering this is a man who regularly goes to truck up bathrooms.
Ooh.
That's very descriptive.
Van, I think you know what I'm talking about, and
Oh, I know very much what you're talking about.
I just want to, yeah. Anyway, And he's just gonna like lower his claws and look down to Torsten because he doesn't really have an alternative, does he now? He's going to shift back to Hamid and say, "The kill's the kill." Like through the pack link.
Yep.
How
Well-
you feeling though?
Well, you got to share it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel alright. To be disgusting. It felt correct to do that. In a way. I don't know if that is a good feeling. I just want to acknowledge that you could kill a black spiral dancer on your own.
Yeah, Jakob kind of like shrugged at that and said, "I got a lucky shot in, but I felt safe doing it just because I knew y'all were around here."
We still think that's something to be proud of.
Speaking of, our job isn't exactly done here, is it?
Oh, we still gotta get something to maybe help clean.
Well, before we can clean, we gotta make a bigger mess. The Corvid steps forward. Aren't you all cute? You did a very good job. You killed the bad puppy. Now, there's something else we could still do. She perches on the shoulder of the corpse. And she is still a Corvid, and she's looking up at all of you giants from her little perspective. See, there's one last thing you kind of need to decide. We have this little trick. Let's call it I think that's what humans say. We do this thing. Most of you don't like it, if you could call it. What was that word you were using? Gross. But I could get some information of this corpse. But there's a bit of a catch. See, when a Korax drinks from a corpse's eyes, we can see events surrounding the death itself. Let me get the description, the left eye will show all of the very, very, very bad repercussions of killing him. You know, like, is bad stuff gonna happen because you killed him? Is something going to go wrong because you killed him? While the right eye can show you the good things about his death and what may have potentially, you know, good things that will ripple and come out of this. But the catch is I can only drink one. So you have to choose if you want the good consequences of killing this guy or the bad one. Or if you want it at all. I mean, I don't need to do this, but I would offer.
Jakob's gonna like... Oh, sorry. What did you say, Morak?
Would it not make you sick?
Why?
It's
Its
disgusting.
meat is foul.
Oh, yeah, worm tank. Well, it'll be fine. Oh, it will be gross, won't it?
Jakob just kind of like extends his bloody claw towards her to smell.
You're what? What?
Yeah, just like
Like-
here is how disgusting this is.
Yeah,
Smell it.
the gore coming off of his.
Oh, I the way I understood your description, I thought you like offered your finger to her to smell it. I was like, what?
Just breaks off his finger.
I mean,
Like,
it's
oh
all
my-
she could.
like,
She's a raven. Like, it's like the smell is not her strong sense.
You want?
I know that, you know that, but Peppy deed name Animal Ken Zero does not know that.
Wait, what are you actually doing? I am confused.
So, first of all, so I can get the joke out of the way, my interpretation of your interpretation was like, hey Roman, I pulled my finger.
That wasn't it, but yes.
It's way better. It's Romana. Smell my fingers.
Just literally
Yeah,
just
smell
smell
my-
my fingers, just like I'm a fucking bird.
Okay, so Peppy's just gonna like extend his claws and say outright, I mean, we've been complaining about how foul this smells and tastes like. You be the judge.
So my understanding of the scene was correct, which is great. She just tilts her head.
I'm not sure what that means. Or better said, Peppy is not sure what that means. He just thinks, okay, she's tilting her head. That's a cool thing for a bird to do.
Wow.
bad.
I already. Anyway, so what do you guys say? Are we doing this? How? I'm less excited now to do this now that I've considered drinking Warranting, but I already offered, so.
Does it leave any aftertaste? Or after effects?
Talking more and more about how unpleasant this is gonna be.
The Corvid seems deeply uncomfortable.
It's like, oh shit, I've gotten myself into this. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you know,
Well,
it's like,
shit.
Why did an oopsie gang?
Yeah, what do we want? Bad or good?
I'm gonna just do a courtesy thing and... Actually, wait, Peppy's gonna ask a thing. Quick question. Does it mean it can be only done once, or if a friend of yours was here, they could also do that?
It can only be done once per corpse.
Peppy shrugs and then raises his glance towards the grandma, who is presumably doing this, just like staring during this process. And he's gonna ask her, is it okay if we do this here, ma'am? I mean, we're gonna get rid of the corpse anyway. It's the least we can do for troubling you with them.
Wait, who are you saying this to?
The elder
Grandmother.
I mean, she is in the bedroom. You guys are in the living room. You're gonna have to. If you're gonna
Like,
kind of have to
pop ahead,
shout,
huh?
she's not gonna hear you.
She's an old woman. She doesn't have a
Okay,
hearing.
Peppy, that's fair. Peppy, presuming that the old woman has probably seen the ship before, is going to physically move himself to the bedroom and gonna look at her, see if she acknowledges his presence in the first place.
Yes.
Sorry, ma'am. Our Korax friend offered to do some future reading, something with eating the guy's eye. Is it okay to do it in your house? We're gonna get rid of the corpse anyway afterwards. I mean, it's the least we can do.
You want a blessing, boy? Do your job.
I love Constance.
I love how
favorite
polite
NPC
you
so
try to
far.
be to this absolute menace of a fucking woman, but
It
you
is-
know.
it-
I mean, my
I
permission,
love her
idiot.
so much. Yeah, she's like, I would eat his eye yourself if that makes you leave my house faster.
Rip his fucking head. I'm here for the show. Spread his
she
guts
hit you with the-
around.
She hit you with the get on with it.
In that case,
By the way, this is in full view of her, so like she is enjoying the show.
Peppy's gonna give her a thumbs up and say, "Okay, if anything relevant happens, we'll let you know."
Boy, I'm a T-urge. You don't know weird.
Wait, I'm getting like. I said relevant, not weird. Which
Yeah,
is kinda
her
what
point
the guy-
stands. Her point stands.
Fair. Okay, in that case, Peppy's gonna say. He's gonna like shut up for like a second and say, "Yeah," and then she's just gonna like go back without a comment.
Someone just wants to. It just makes. You know, it's her last days of life. Or years. The dove was probably afraid of come take her. And she's
It's kind
gonna
of like-
make it her mission to just be insufferable to everyone and make everyone miserable.
I mean, shit. She said,
As is
"I
her
don't know
right.
weird." She's been living for like 70+ years as a werewolf, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, compare her. Yeah, I probably don't know weird."
Isn't
Straight
it
up facts,
significantly more than that?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
my bro. I mean, she wasn't a werewolf all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
just
assuming
imagine that
I
she
mean,
was a
we don't
very
know that.
grumpy teenager.
she changed early, probably around 80-something years as a werewolf. Well, it's too close. So, which eye are you drinking from? You need to decide.
I vote bad news.
I like good news.
Klaus?
Oh God, the fucking tiebreaker. That's my job. Shit.
I mean, technically,
Yeah,
Jakob also has to express his preference, so this could be a second tie.
He doesn't. Klaus has. It's Klaus's job.
I have 2 votes actually. Invoking my right of the
Blah.
paradox, I have 2 votes. Fuck you.
Lark, you have to say
Jakob
you're
is good.
ambivalent.
No, I don't.
Stare
Yeah,
down.
No, yeah, no.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Jakob
I'm
is
waiting.
gonna look at Romana. He's gonna look at Romana and ask her, "Can I ask you a very serious question?
Of course.
Between good and bad, which one do you think is funnier?"
I mean, funnier is... maybe that's another one of the words that I mix up, because I don't think this is a situation that's fun. I guess maybe the good one? I mean, good is fun. Might also make it
Jakob's
nice
kinda
for
like-
your, renowned story. You probably want to go on it out your sept.
Oh, that's a fun one. Like, Jakob's gonna like furrow his brows and just like look around and ask, "Do we give a shit about that?"
I mean, you all probably care more about that than I do.
Yes. I do.
Exactly.
I care about it.
Renown is still important to the girl.
It's important to the girl, but it's not as important as
'cause
it is for the Philodox.
they have a less formal structure as well.
Exactly.
But to the guru, it's very much their entire fucking life.
Also, straight up doesn't have renown. Oh wait, no, my head ass. Never mind.
My head ass?
It's a strong sentence, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
My head ass is in like, I did a stupid.
Can you say my head ass? That is beautiful. I will use
love
that
that.
forever. Thank you.
It
So
translates in German
Klaus-
for maximum efficiency.
What
My
is
compass.
your vol? What do you think?
Good news. There has been far too much bad. I wish to know what we prevented. The lives we have saved.
Now this will be very interesting.
Jakob's just gonna like look to Klaus, take a moment, and finally nod in acquiescence and be like, Yeah, what Klaus said.
I will say that Romana will spend her willpower.
Hell
Are we all in
yeah.
agreement? Is this it?
Yes.
The right
Yes.
die? Okay. Let's see what happens. She could fail.
Oh,
well, no, I spent
does
willpower,
Romana
so...
get, like...
A good
Oh, wait,
thing that I
support was only for
did.
attack.
Yeah, no, she doesn't get supported for this. Unfortunate for her. Good thing I did.
Yes!
Good thing I did spend willpower. Because
Imagine
yeah,
if she fucked up.
she just throws up. She just tries to drink the eye. You see some gurgling. She just looks up at you, like eye gore smeared on her beak, and she's like, "I threw up."
I threw up.
She almost does, but she steals
fair
her.
enough.
She steals her resolve and swallows it down and enters a semi-trance state for a second.
Everyone's noses like wrinkle up and go. Bleh.
It is a pretty gross sight. There are kind of palms. It's not fun.
No, specifically the worm taint.
I mean, yeah.
Everything else is fine. Just the worm taint. Everyone's just like. Bleh. Ugh.
I mean, to be fair, you're basically beheading this guy, so an eye popping is not really.
Yeah, fair.
Like, you gutted a board. This is fine. After a few moments of Ramona kind of like just in this trance-like state, she perches back up again, flies to one of your shoulders, and well, interesting. There was words. She flies down to the ground and shifts shape to Hamid. You see she takes a second to be able to turn her visions into human words, and she is a Corvid, and she kind of experiences things a bit differently. She kind of has to translate those feelings and images. A lot of worm taint in the air, but it mixed with smoke and the smell of blood, and there were fires spreading, and it's like this dark, terrible pit of nastiness was just burning. Dark figures burning inside it, and a house all around it. Glorious, in unison. Sky filled with other ravens. Black feathers falling down. It tasted like victory. So I guess
sounds good.
This, I don't know, maybe guys find and burn them? Maybe? It could be it.
Could you just give like a really quick description of that again? I kind of zoned out for like 20 seconds. I'm sorry.
Like a portion of the woods burning with this pit of wrongness and nasty things burning with dark creatures burning inside it, and all around the pit just howls of glory
Hell
and
yeah.
victory.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh,
Hell
so
yeah.
there's a nest. There's a nest that we have to go burn.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love fire.
Get that opening scene for Shrek where they were.
You would know
pitchforks and torches.
that a black spiral pack is called a hive, and that their cairns are called pits. And sometimes they are literally pits under the ground, but that's besides the point.
Well, if his death contributes to the burning of this pit, this creature's people, then I say we have done a good thing today.
Well, you got Black Spiral, that's always a good thing, but
Yeah.
I
In
just
any case, he's
don't
better off.
know. There's something nagging at the back of my skull, just... I don't know, it's almost like it comes at a cost. I don't know. There's something bittersweet about it. Like burned caramel.
What? It's not like they were waiting for us to show aggression.
No, I doubt so.
This is not human warfare. So
No,
what
it's
could,
definitely not.
what even could be the negative?
That's a good question. Well, I guess we won't know.
That's fair.
Unless you want to
All things
descend
come at a cost.
to the Spyro and ask his spirit, but then at that point, I guess you also are Black Spyro dancers. So maybe not do that.
I think we'd all prefer not do that. Yeah.
So yeah. Are we heading this guy, or... She seems oddly excited about it.
I mean, yeah. Bringing something back of this guy is probably a good idea, right?
Oh, and the fetish. We need to bring the fetish.
Oh, yeah.
It would
Oh,
it
yeah,
would
that
be
was a job,
preferable
right?
if you didn't forget the fetish. Yes.
It would be good to remember both. Yeah.
Hey, if we forget the fetish, we just have to drive back.
Yeah.
Children. Constance beckons from her room.
Okay. Alex is gonna lead the return then. Give Orson a pat on the back.
Yep, head over to Grandma.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. More impressive than I expected, I'll admit. She nods towards Jakob. A very fine full moon defies the Riddler. And with a name like that, I would assume it comes from battling some great creature. I'm very curious about how you will turn out. She also nods towards Thorsten. Very good breaking his neck like that. Wish you would have gotten him out, but good.
Oh, wasn't told to do that.
7 out of 10. There could have been more screaming and yelps of mercy. But good job.
Aren't you feared?
She raises an eyebrow. Your point?
You seem very aggressive.
I am Guru. You haven't seen the things I've killed. Theurges are still warriors. We just usually fight spirits. But I still got my claws. Anyhow, after your daughter getting her spoils, and she taps the box still on her lap, and securing this thing here, just before you go, a quick thing. Oh, Veronica seemed distressed about something she saw earlier in the morning. Could you go check that, whatever it is? I'm a bit too old to be walking around this countryside. If you could do that last quick thing. before you go on your way. I would be very grateful.
Can I interject a bit?
Yes?
Jakob's gonna nod and say, I mean, that's pretty smart. I guess whoever this guy's... He pauses and then makes like air quotes, friends are, they're probably gonna be waiting for him.
She nods.
But
Could be.
before we go, can I make a small request?
Of course.
ST, before we embarked on this journey, we heard about like this shithead Get, who was a bit of a troublemaker back at the set, right?
Yeah.
And whose dad was like this big shot, but I don't recall what he was or like if he had like a family name or something.
Let me get his name. Find his... Here. His family name is Metzger. Killian Metzger, his deed name is Bloodsnow.
Is that like the shithead or like his dad?
No, that's him. You know his dad.
Okay. Okay, so he's... What did you say the deed name was?
Bloodsnow.
Okay. He's gonna ask, do you know anything about this Metzger family? There's Get. I think the youngest of them is like a Bloodsnow guy.
Boy, do you know how many Get families are around this area? I don't
Probably
know.
not that many. Probably not that many with that good of a pedigree from what I heard, but...
Well, you're young, Guru. I suppose you're either too young a Hamid or a Silverfang. We sing tales of individual heroes who birth prideful legacies. Not necessarily family names, especially since I guess those can change. Marriage is getting a bit... It's changing all over the place. Can't keep up these days. I haven't kept up with all the people in your sept. I'm not sure if a Metzger. Why? Is this relevant to this whole situation?
Jakob shakes his head. Nah, just some guy being a shithead, using the fact his dad's a big shot. Didn't know if his family had a reputation or if I had to care about it. I figured if anyone knew something about that, it'd be you.
I don't think I care. The fame belongs to whoever his predecessor is, not him. Why should I care?
Jakob nods and says, with a bit of a smile on his face. Well, glad we agree on that. So, thanks for that.
That just means he's expected to do more. If he does, good. He kept up the standing, otherwise, get his shit beaten out of him. The least he could fucking do is step up, be a little bit like whoever it is. If he's not mighty enough to be Get, then get gotten. Now, I'm growing rather tired. All this excitement was great, but so much I can keep up with these days. Now, if you wouldn't mind finishing your business here, I'll be resting a bit. Do tell me if you find anything of interest when helping Veronica out there, but otherwise, I'll say I'm impressed. I hope I will be hearing about your pack's deeds for still many nights to come. Now scram. And she hands over the box to whoever takes it.
Alex.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hmm?
Oh, well.
If Alex tries to open it in this room, does she react at all?
It is locked.
Oh, it is locked.
And she just looks at you.
There. Oh, the key's probably. Oh, okay. Okay. Key probably is in the. Is that the right? She just looking at him.
That's so funny.
I mean, if that was she will at best
That was
do
an
a
out loud question.
slight shrug.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't care to say. You cannot tell with this woman.
Okay, with that, I think that he's gonna hand it over to Horston and be like, "Get this out."
I'll put it in my backpack if it fits.
No, I meant, can you figure out the lock?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
I think you should let your elders open it if it wasn't clear.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I'm not your
Yeah,
mother. You'll
okay.
do whatever. I can't stop you. It'll be your consequences to have.
I mean,
Dawson was like needles out already. Like, oh, okay.
She does not fucking care.
fucking love this woman.
Can Jakob like knock on the wood of it, just like to see if it's actually a stable box?
Yeah, and yes, it is a stable box. Like, it's a small wooden box that you would just hold something of value, like this big jewel or some other sort of like regalia.
Jakob's just gonna pipe up and say, well, I guess we can do that, and worst case scenario, we'll just bust it open and hopefully whatever's inside. And he shrugs, Guy will sort out the rest.
I mean,
Who
we
will?
could also.
What was that last part that you said there, Peppy? Because I
Gaia
didn't hear
will
it.
sort out the rest.
Oh, Gaia will. I thought you said God will. I was like,
That
Who?
was the... I was playing into that, you know? But, yeah.
I mean, if you did say that, Alex would be very confused.
That'd be hilarious.
Which god?
Yeah. Before I ask in character, I will just ask off character just because maybe I've forgotten. Has anyone bothered to ask this woman what this fetish is?
No.
Nope.
Well, in
Not
that
as far as
case,
I know.
Thorsten will just say like, well, we could also do the easy thing and say, Miss Constance. Do you have any idea what this fetish is?
She sighs heavily. She seems so tired. She
It is my job to ask questions. They tell me it's my job to ask questions.
Of course it is. Of course it is. This is a shard of these woods, of its very heart. With it, your Jarl will be able to reenact and reawaken old powerful rituals we spread out through these woods so long ago. Bring forth the spirits to the aid of the Sept, all of that. It spiritually awakens the forest beyond what normal rituals would, usually to use in defense of something. She's either expecting a raid from those roaches that you just killed, or maybe she's just being cautious of other things she may have perceived or not. Maybe she's just being paranoid. But this is kind of a secret weapon to fight as a whole with the woods.
Would it be okay to ask one more question?
If you must.
I kinda must. Why was it in your possession and not with the sept?
Because I maintained it, and because if the sept were to fall to a surprise attack, this would be an incredibly dangerous weapon to the enemy. If they corrupted this, they could use the woods themselves to kill us. That would make that would make taking over the can very easy for them. It's best to be at an undisclosed location they are usually unaware of.
Thorsten wants to ask more questions, but is just biting his wolf lips, being like, I should not bother this old woman anymore.
She's looking at you almost as if she's daring you to.
Thank you.
I think
We'll be
at this
leaving
point,
you alone now.
Martha's going to say like, let us leave the grey muzzle to herself.
Yeah. Taps out.
Gives a little bow. And says, "Thank you."
Just gonna grumble their grey muzzle. And you do leave her room, at least.
How do we fucking get rid of this body? Do we, I guess, just wait till nighttime and bury it? I don't know.
Well,
maybe we can just ask the girl if she has like a bag or something.
can we purify it and then eat it?
We've been over this. We're not eating the dead.
I mean, even
Well,
if we
Klaus could.
like,
I don't
Yeah,
even think. I don't
this
even
guy.
think he'll like.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is not good to eat.
Okay.
I don't even
Even
think
if it's
any of you
purified,
have the
it's just
the
like,
right of purification. Actually,
No.
Could we?
I mean, like, Jakob would say, I got some gas in my car, so at least you can
Rotha
burn
has it, but Rotha isn't here, so
Or we could.
Hmm.
We could just burn him. Burning seems like the
I
easy
mean,
option.
could take the entire corpse.
For some fuck. Why would we? It was so. They will stink
Huh?
up the whole truck if we take
I
the
mean, you
whole corpse.
will, but you know.
I mean, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, Jakob can clean his truck. He's a tidy boy.
I have to
I
burn
still
this
have-
thing.
He is?
Is he? Yeah.
Is he?
Is Jakob
I mean,
tidy?
okay, everything he wears has like sweat stains, but his truck's clean.
Are there posters on the wall of the truck?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I always assume that there's like posters at the wall of trucks of like female actresses.
See, I was imagining
Interesting.
posters of very muscly guys, personally.
I don't know what Jakob's vibe is.
Why do you think it's either? And not
I don't
both?
understand Jakob's. I don't know Jakob's
Why not
sexuality. I'm
both?
gonna ask.
Big, busty men.
Let's
Maybe
be
it's,
real, it's
um,
photos of other trucks.
Muscular.
oh my fucking god!
I love that. I love that. Jakob is a truck slut. Truck slut.
Jakob
Oh my
is
fucking
autosexual,
God.
but not
I am-
that he's in love with himself, that he's in love with motor vehicles.
Like, the moment Transformers hits the fucking German states, he is not leaving the truck for like a month.
Oh. Ow.
Might
Okay.
be in there already.
Anyway,
Normal.
let's put the body in
Am
the
I-
in the truck and then just burn it
Okay.
later in a more
Okay.
discreet location.
I will propose that Jakob is going to take his head back to the set as a like, hey, we killed a guy, here's proof.
Oh yeah, totally.
Sorry.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, no. We could burn the rest of the body. That seems like the easiest option, to be fair.
You could also do
So
that, yeah, that's
I
fair.
will strive to be quieter because my flatmate just said he's gotten issues sleeping. So I will be quieter and also dying inside because like I'm still not over that mental fucking image. Like God.
So since I know we are closing time, because I know Van has his thing,
Hmm.
let's kind of wrap this up in a way that. So you will you take the whole body, or will you just sever the head and figure the body out later after you see whatever it is with the kinfolk?
I guess we. I don't know. Like I think taking the whole body, and then with an eye to burn it later.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, I will
it's
say
not
you
bad.
managed to. Veronica supplies you with some like those sort of sacks, potato sacks, one big enough to just cram the body inside.
What the fuck?
You will manage to discreetly move it to the truck and also secure the fetish, whichever way. So, I assume you will let Veronica show you what it was that was upsetting her.
Yeah.
She takes you guys a bit further, like into the woods, or like near the edge of them. And you come to a very interesting spot. I was out for my morning walk this morning. It's just really, just like start my day like that, kind of just stumble into this. And as you reach the location, now, at first it's nothing too absurd, but there's definitely something wrong, especially for Klaus, who's used to these woods. You know Black Forest, you know the roots don't usually behave this way. Why is Twitch trying to censor the word slut on my channel of all places when I already allowed it? We're all sluts, Twitch. Leave us alone. Sorry. The roots are spreading out in a very weird pattern above the ground, almost like vines covering things, taking over them. And it really drives home the point that it's covering two deer carcasses that have long rotted, been packed at. It's mostly skeletons and some moldy old flesh. Really has enough to stench, but skeletons look a bit off. Maybe some bones are jogged. You're pretty sure one of the skulls has a space for a third eye on its forehead. And flowers are sprouting from the antlers.
Oh man, did I take Sense Wild? Fuck, I didn't.
You
I took
didn't?
Sense worm.
You didn't?
I took sense worm.
I thought I did.
I was pretty sure you had Sense Wild. Wait. Huh. That's... What?
I swear I
Also,
took Sense Wild.
your sense word will not be for now, because Alex can just suddenly develop it.
Huh? He had it already.
What do you mean he
Yeah,
had it already?
Apparently.
He had it already.
And it just forgot this entire time and never used it
He didn't
once?
think, he didn't think that this guy was gonna be a problem. He's gullible, remember?
Wow. I was so certain no one had Sense Worm. Especially because
Yeah,
yours
no.
is named differently, so it slipped on me. Interesting.
Then I think, yeah. Are there any like pools of water that I can peek sideways through?
You have a pocket mirror. Also, you can step sideways without reflexive surface. surfaces.
I do have.
I'd like to.
I
I'd
do
like
have
to
a
peek.
bottom.
I'd like to peek sideways.
Oh, you want to peek? Well, you just need to
Yeah, I
roll
wanna
your
peek
doses,
sideways.
difficulty 4, I believe I said last time.
Okay. Boom. Two successes.
Now, this is interesting. It's not much different in the Umbra. In the sense that it looks very much the same, but it goes much wider. The floor is just covered in roots and vines who shine with this almost like, it's not entirely, there are portions of the bark that are kind of peeled off, and there's just this iridescent coloring, almost chromatic sheen to what's underneath, like energy, wild energy sipping from it. And you can still see the corpses almost perfectly from the Umbra, and they're more like spectrals apparition glitching out. The threes feel oppressive. There smells moist, there's petrichor, and there's mold. There's some speckles floating around in the air like pollen, or maybe even spores. There's a lot of flowers blossoming from where these corpses are, and a few fungi over the roots as well.
Klaus is going to like breathe deeply, like, inhale.
Oh, primal urge. I mean, you technically can't smell it since you're just speaking, but roll primal urge and wits, please.
Zero successes.
You feel like you catch something on the corner of your eye, but when you turn to see it, you know, just had a weird feeling for a moment. Like a chill down your spine, like the hairs on your neck standing up, but didn't catch anything. Might just be the wind. This doesn't look natural. The forest just doesn't do that here.
Even though it doesn't, it's clearly not natural. There is, like, when they sort of finish peeking sideways, it'll be pretty clear that Klaus's, like, probably Klaus's mouth hangs out a little, tongue lolling slightly, and sort of eyes glazed a little, and says, It's wonderful. Yeah, but it's... shakes its head and says, It's not right.
I have very good examples of what this looks like, actually. Very good visual examples. There's a lot of moss, very colorful moss covering everything on both sides. Less so on the physical side, but a lot more on the spiritual side.
Boris, it is overgrown. All the things are twisted. Blending together. I just... it's like from my dreams. But for now, and gestures to the, like, weird, messed up skulls or that kind of thing, it says, if this was just on somebody's morning walk, then it is a threat to the Veil. We should crush them for now. But there will be more. Mark my words.
And I think this is an excellent point to end tonight's session. Something to kinda digest. Alright. let's do a few final considerations to all of this. First off, assuming you would report this back to Constance, she will at most mention this usually happens when the wild goes a bit unchecked, but that she needs to give it some thought. She's not sure what it means beyond that. So she hasn't much input to offer, but she does say you should warn of this to anyone in your set when you're back, and also for both all your efforts for checking it out for her, and also for really just entertaining her by gunning a Black Spirit Dancer in front of her. She will offer something to the pack.
A gift?
You will receive a fetish. One for you guys. Well, it's a single fetish. You guys can choose whoever keeps it.
A grandma fetish.
A grandma fetish?
No. I regret.
I'm sorry,
I
I'm
will
sorry, I'm
never
sorry, I'm sorry,
reward
sorry.
any of
Keep
you
going.
again. The piss
I'm
fairy
sorry,
will be next
keep going.
session. Your fate is
Say that
sealed.
like a bad thing.
It will be.
Sorry, keep going. I'm my brain. I'll keep it in. I'm keeping it in.
We're
check.
all in the gutter, it's fine. You receive a fang dagger.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Very strong.
It's very good.
I'm posting it. I'm
Very,
posting
very
it.
strong. Very strong
Nice.
thing.
You can choose whoever takes
Damn.
it.
You need at least 6 gnosis to wield it, right? To attune to it.
No, you need
Nah.
to have 6 successes to be able to both link to it and also activate it.
Yeah, no.
You need to roll gnosis and get No, sorry, that's difficulty 6.
What?
Not successes.
Yeah.
You roll your gnosis at difficulty 6, and any
right.
successes you
Oh,
link to it
yeah.
or activate it.
No, I'm thinking about like when you start with one, you need to, yeah.
How many fetishes are you allowed to be
Wait,
attuned
no,
to at a
I
time?
thought you need. Yeah, you need to have. Don't you need 6 gnosis to? What?
Doesn't it?
Nah,
Aren't you like
like-
only able to attune to a certain number based on how much gnosis you have?
No, it's not. It's
So, like-
not gnosis. It's something else. Is it back? I'm confused.
Are you confusing it with your gnosis defining how many items you can dedicate to yourself?
Probably.
Maybe? Don't.
I don't know myself anymore, actually, to be honest.
Because to use a fetish, you just need to attune it by making a gnosis roll, and the difficulty is decided by the gnosis
I
rating.
think I'm confusing it with if you start the thing the way you start. If you start with a fetish at character creation, you need like the requisite gnosis.
At
start
least
with.
in 20th edition, I don't think that's a thing. Well, regardless, you guys can have this.
Whatever. Cool. We get the fang
We got a
dagger.
cool
Fuck
knife.
yeah.
You can choose
Basically,
whoever
you
keeps
get-
it.
Yeah. We can sort that out later.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
sort
yeah.
it out. We'll figure it. We don't need to do it right.
Yeah.
And with that, you wrap
Or even by
everything
next
up.
week.
Yeah. I mean, when the next battle comes, you will have that decided at the moment. Good for anyone who's actually good at melee, though, because otherwise, like, it's a bit useless.
True.
I mean, if you hit, then it just doubles from 1 to 2. Not that bad. Not that great either, but like, you know.
With all of that said, I want to thank you all so very, very much for tonight's session. I want to thank my lovely players for being here, for providing such a fun session, such amazing characters. And I also like to thank our lovely audience following us every week, every session of this. Be you watching on Twitch live, or on YouTube after I post the VODs. Do try and catch us live next time, but otherwise, I wish everyone a nice rest of your week. I hope life treats you well, take good care, and have a very good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.